Yeah. Burn me once, our eyes loaded. From ashes to ammo. Let's go. I came up from the fire, not a tear on my cheek. Built in the dark where the wolves never sleep. Ash in my lungs, blood dried on my teeth. Now I talk to the reaper, he know I don't speak. Hollow soul, heart ice from betrayal. Gunmetal dreams, I reload my tail. Everything dead in me, even the pain. So I turn memory straight into flame. They thought I broke, now I'm forging the pit. Vultures circle, but they know I don't quit. Every scar I map, every step is war. I ain't knocking no door, I'm breaking the floor. Ashes to ammo, I rise, I reload. Bury my past, now I walk with a code. Trigger my trauma, I'm back in that mode. Soul turned savage, I carry the load. Ashes to ammo, pain in my palm. Heart full of vengeance, voice stay calm. Shadow and silence, storm in my chest. I ain't seek peace, I came for the rest. I don't talk war, I just live in it daily. Ops on the watch, but the vision too hazy. Came from the trench where the loyalty failed. My handshake mean nothing but a nail. Now I march with a ghost in my rear view. One wrong step and it's 40 gon' clear you. Nightmares raise me, now I call them dreams. Every shot fired, I go back and screams. They don't know how deep this pain been rooted. Every fake friend got marked and muted.
Ain't no fear when you're dead inside. Just a clip full of grief and a ride to slide.
Ashes to ammo. You made a monster, now I'm back for the debt you owe. Resurrected, relentless, you left me in ruins, not pain.
Yeah, from the cracks in the pavement, the blood on the bricks, I ain't born rich. I was forged in the pits where the pain don't sleep and the hope don't sit. Where the love turned cold and the loyalty split. This that made in misery, carved from the gutter. Every scar on my soul like a war-torn brother. Can't fake real, can't break steel. Raised in the struggle, talk T, never kneel. Came from a place where the cries get muffled and the law ain't law. It's a flex and a scuffle where the preachers got straps and the prayers got muscle. Grew up watching OGs bag dreams by the duffel. Mama cried over bills that had gone off the fifth. I was 10 in the street learning hustle and drift. No hugs, just warnings. No peace, just mourning in the city where the sun don't rise in the morning. Slinging pain through the rain, I was lost in the flame. Heart numb, soul broke, never ran from the game. They labeled me a product of a cycle too cursed, but I flipped that script, now I ride in reverse. Still got demons in the trunk, voices in the dash. Still talking to my past like it's made out of glass, but I stay on 10 toes, blade sharp, no slack. If you blink out here, ain't no blinking back. I was made in misery, built in the dirt where the pain get louder and the silence hurt. Raised by the struggle, baptized in rage. Got a war in my veins and a beast in the cage. Made in misery, scars my story. Made in misery, born with fury. Made in misery, no peace, no pity. This the voice of the trap, this the soul of the gritty. I remember cold nights, no heat, no light. Staring through the ceiling like my sins took flight. Every knock at the door had my palms in fear. Either ops trying to slide or the devil too near. Ain't no handouts, just hands that grab where your worth get judged by the guns you have. Saw love turn lethal, friends turn evil. Now only trust silence, my Glock and my people. Streets taught lessons that the books never will. Like how to spot a snake when he smiles real still. How to make a dollar out of dust and bone. How to carve out a kingdom when you stand alone. For the cell blocks, grave plots, burnt dreams. For the young G's starving but they scheme like kings. Every bar is a bruise, every line is a scar. I ain't spitting for applause, I'm surviving through bars. This ain't a track, this a tombstone sermon. This that knife in your back when your brother start turning. This that fight in the dark when your soul start burning. I ain't choose this life, man, this pain kept earning. Made in misery, voices in my head. Made in misery, got me talking to the dead. Made in misery, never beg, never plead. I just bleed on the beat till the spirit's all fed. Yeah, blood in my thoughts, war in my posture. Every step's calculated like a ghost in the rapture. Moving through shadows where the wolves still proud. I don't smile in the light, I don't blend with the crowd. I'm the silence and the sirens, chaos and peace. That heartbeat at night when the gunshots cease. I was made from the cracks and abandoned dreams. Built from the ashes of forgotten teams. Got hunger in my soul, but the food ain't love. Only eat what I kill. I was bred by thugs with a mask on my face and a blade in my truth. I cut through the fake, only deal with the proof.
Yeah. Street code ain't just a myth, it's law. Once you rise, you rule, but the crown come with blood. Rain ain't gifted, it's taken. Hey, yo, look. I came from the mud where the shadows talk, where the OGs bled and the steel was spark. Hard cold like a blade in the midnight frost. I ain't king for the chain, it's the line I cross. Tales from the block they don't teach in schools. Grew up with wolves, never danced with fools. Bury some pain that the grave can't hold. Now I stand on the throne with a grip on gold. Never back down, I was bred for the storm. Rain hit hard, but it made me reborn. Enemies close with a smile on their face, but I seen that flicker, I embraced my place. Vultures circle, but I feed them fear. Street king talk, better keep it clear. Every loss was a scar, every scar a stripe. Now my words like bullets when I spit on mics. I reign with fire, not borrowed time. Every step that I took had death behind.
behind. Knock down doors, never beg for shine. Street king's reign, it's a ruthless climb. Flag straight black, no peace in sight. Grew from the dirt, now I move with might. Streets got rules and I wrote mine. Crown too heavy for the weak to find. Woke up with the Glock on the dresser. Loyalty tatted, I don't need no pressure. Snakes in the grass, but I cut them low. Can't sell lies to a soul that broke. Power ain't giving, I bled for respect. Had to carve out my name with a knife to the neck. Look into my eyes, see the war I breathe. Ain't a soul in the world that can test this creed. Bullets in chambers, demons in view. I reign like a tyrant with nothing to prove. Dark nights talking back to me. Killer be killed as the pact in me. Shootouts at dawn, no time for sleep. Heard the reaper whistle, but I'm too deep. 10 toes down, I ain't built for retreat. I'm a product of pain with a voice that preach. Yeah, look. These streets don't love, they just test your core. I was starving with a dream they ignored, now it's boss moves only. Blood in the ink, write my fate with a pen that drips from the brink. Ain't no fairy tales, only scars that talk. You either fade away or you carve that chalk. This ain't rap, this a prophecy from fire. King of the field with a throne made of wire. No emotion in war, just strategy and flame. Dark drill be the code, I ain't playing the same. Master in the alley, heart made of chrome. Ruthless demeanor, I don't text, I roam. When I speak, it's like steel drawn slow. Respect in the tone, or you lay below. Did dirt with my brothers, now we feast in silence. One wrong move, turn peace to violence. Clock ticks loud in a dead zone lane. I ain't ducking no smoke, I inhale pain. Orbs talk slick, but they fold like threads. Plant seeds of terror in the words I said. Run with the shadow, my mind on tack. If you move like a pawn, you gon' die like that. Streets done raised me, now I walk a war. Every breath I take, got a bang in store. I reign with fire, not borrowed time. Every step that I took had death behind. Knock down doors, never beg for shine. Street king's reign, it's a ruthless climb. Flash straight black, no peace in sight. Grew from the dirt, now I move with might. Streets got rules and I wrote mine. Crown too heavy for the weak to find. Born in the pressure, I crack no more. Blood in my teeth, but my soul won't war. Silhouettes dance in the hallway lights. On my past don't blink, it's a long fight. Ghosts in the cup, but I lead them proud. My name ring bells when I breathe too loud. Funerals taught me how to build from loss, so I paved my reign with the lines they cross. Elevated vision, no chains on mine, but I still keep a blade with a fear of lines. I ain't yeah. Dark days don't die. They reincarnate in war cries. I ain't from the light. I came out the grave with red eyes. Step in the zone, black hoodie like a demon cloak. Came from the trench where the silence spoke. Chrome in my palm, no time to choke. They left me for dead, not a reaper woke. Bulletproof soul, I don't fear no shot. Talking that smoke, now your soul get caught. Ops in the mist, we don't do no plot. I reload pain in a 40 Glock. Street code, I bled for the pack. Wrote my revenge in blood, no cap. Buried my love with a loaded strap. Now I breathe hate with a soul that's cracked. No pity in my veins, no mercy in sight. If the devil want war, then I'm bringing the fight. See the shadows crawl deep in the dead of night. When the moon turns red, you gon' feel that bite. Darkness reborn, I rise with the flame. Ashes of pain, now I murder the name. Never been sane, I'm built from the grave. You pray to survive, I was bred not to break. Darkness reborn, I'm back from the pit. Scars in my mind, now I move fully lit. Voices in my head said empty the clip. Now I hunt souls with a devilish grit. From the block where they sleep with steel. Nightmares live and the wounds don't heal. I don't talk peace, I don't sign no deal. I sign with the dark with a bloodstained seal. You think I forgot, but I see all things. Casket dreams, I hear your screams. You tried to run, but my vengeance clings. Like rust on a blade, sharp memory stings. Every arc that doubted me gone. I write my story with a barrel drawn. I don't need hype, I move alone. Snakes get buried beneath my throne. I rose from the mud with a crown of fire. Black heart pumps like a live wire. Used to be prey, now I'm on the supply of smoke, of fate, of rapid fire. Darkness reborn, I rise with the flame. Ashes of pain, now I murder the name. Never been sane, I'm built from the grave. You pray to survive, I was bred not to break. Darkness reborn, I'm back from the pit. Scars in my mind, now I move fully lit. Voices in my head said empty the clip. Now I hunt souls with a devilish grit. I seen light die in the eyes of men. I seen brothers switch for a plastic gem. I seen angels fall just to blend with sin. And I swore I'd rise, I was born to win. This pain ain't gone, it's just well dressed. I got death on call when I'm feeling pressed. My name ain't peace, my name's unrest. Resurrected with a wound in my chest. Black ski mask, but I'm seeing clear. Drill team silent, death draws near. March through fire, no time for fear. You talk online, I'll appear severe. Every trigger got a chapter of pain. Every clip got a message insane. I came back not for money or fame, but to stain the dirt with your family name. I walk like a ghost, can't hear my steps. Move in the dark with a killer's crap. Born in a war where the angel slept. Now I rise with the blood you wept. You fed that beast, now it growls inside. You ran from guilt, but there's nowhere to hide. Darkness reborn, I'm amplified. A shadow king with a warlord stride. Darkness reborn, I rise with the flame. Ashes of pain, now I murder the name. Never been sane, I'm built from the grave. You pray to survive, I was bred not to break. Darkness reborn, I'm back from the pit. Scars in my mind, now I move fully lit. Voices in my head said empty the clip. Now I hunt souls with a devilish grit. Yeah, you thought I was gone, but I was just sleeping. Now I move like death, silence creeping. Can't kill what's already dead inside. Darkness reborn, and I never died. Yeah.
Yo, they ask how I made it out, but the grind wrote every step. This ain't luck, this war pain. Maps drawn in blood and hustle ink. Let me tell you something. Listen close. I came from the corner where hope gets choked, where the dreams get sold and the pain stay woke. I ain't had no path, no blueprint, no book, just a look of the wolves when they circle. I shook, pocket full of crumbs, but my hunger was a riot. Voice in my head's a moving silent, stay quiet. Dirt on my kicks, but the grind kept shining. Now I talk to the plug like the feds ain't spying. I'm at my hustle through fire and ash, turned every yell to a bag full of cash. Used to sleep in the trap, but the rats in the mold. Now I'm walking through storms with a neck so cold, it's cold and scars ain't no rap cap. Every step I bled, yeah, grind roll my map. Never fold, never ran from the ruckus. If hell had an address, I've been on the buses. Ayy, grow my map, pay me my path. I ain't need luck, I just double my wrath. Came from the bottom, I ain't looking back. Roll my own legend with a burner in the pack. Every move tactical, every breath earned. Built from the ashes of bridges I burn. Ain't no GPS when you raised in the trap. I just followed the grind, yeah, grind roll my map. Look, I was riding dirty with a burner in the floorboard. Whispers from the shadows had to settle on my war scores. Used to bag ounces while the landlord tripping. Now silent snakes got the whole block listening. Been broke, I've been robbed, I've been left in the storm, but I rose like a demon in the yard. A swarm talks cheap where I'm from. Action is gold, that's why I'm riding with steel. Heart carved codes, had a pain in my story like chalk on the pavement. Red my knuckles, every scar of a statement. Ain't no way out but through, that's the lesson. Every trap I escaped became my confession. Looking for mercy, that ship sailed long. Now it's silence and power when I ride with the strong. I don't walk, I maneuver, goes through the trap. Freestyle my fate, grind roll my map. They don't see the nights I ain't need. The nights I had the low clips instead of dreams. The calls that never came back. The ones that bled out next to me. They just see the result, not the war.